Right, welcome everyone to another video for a new playlist. Let me get it right. This is another video that's going to focus on certain technologies. This particular video, the playlist is going to focus on the technologies. This video is just an introduction, just to tell you a bit about the technologies, a bit about the reason why I'm doing this particular one, and just to sort of set the scene so that if you want to follow along, there's like buttons and bells and what have you on your YouTube page there. You click them if you wish. It's a nice metric actually to see if people are liking the video, but obviously only click it if you do like the video. I'm not desperate for your likes. Be nice though. So anyway, talk about the playlists. Or this particular playlist is it's an app. It's not a hypothetical app. It's potentially a real app. But what I'm going to do is generalize it so that it's not associated with any given company. So it can be used with different companies, but the particular market that it's aimed for is quite niche. So it's unlikely, possible, but highly unlikely that you will actually want to use this app for somebody you're working for. The idea behind it is to just demonstrate the technologies that we're going to be doing. So as usual, we're going to be looking at Laravel and Vue. Now at the time of this recording, which is the 14th of Feb, Laravel 9's just come out, so I'm going to be doing a fresh install and hopefully Laravel 9 will just pop straight in there. I was having a look at some of the videos about it. Is it Mohammed Saeed who does some videos on it, and one or two others, Laravel Daily, if you follow that. And there's a few changes in it, a few functional changes, probably are breaking changes from Laravel 8, but not really a major overhaul. I actually watched Taylor Otwell's video on it, and there's a few nice things in, but it's not like a huge change from previous things. But yeah, we're going to be able to hopefully use Laravel 9, Vue 3. I might even have a go at the composition API because I haven't really done it yet, and I know I need to do that. But I'm so comfortable with the options API at the minute. But yeah, just it's really got to think differently to get the composition API working, and I just don't think I'm quite there yet. But we'll decide that nearer the time. We won't be doing that for a few videos in. But another technology that, also, as with my previous video on another playlist, we're going to be using GraphQL rather than like a REST API or Breeze or Inertia or whatever else is out there. So we're going to be using Lighthouse for the server side and Vue Apollo for the client side. So we're going to be using GraphQL. But I've also been looking at WebAssembly, particularly derived from Rust. So if you've done any kind of non-web programming in recent years, you may have come across Rust as mentioned, and I did a little bit of tinkering with it the other week, and I kind of like it. I've never really got into desktop programming as such, but kind of liked it. And because you can compile to WebAssembly, it means it'll run natively in a browser, and it'll plumb into your JavaScript, whether it's Vue, React, Angular, whatever, or just vanilla JavaScript. It just plumbs in, but it's meant to be far more optimized in performance. Now, as much as I want to use it, I don't know if I'm doing enough in the front end on this app to see the benefits of using it. So if we use it, it's more just the proof of concept that we can, not so much that we're using it for a particular reason. So I haven't not 100% on Rust yet with WebAssembly. I'm still debating whether I want to do it, but definitely Laravel, definitely Vue, definitely GraphQL, and all the usual setup. So as per usual, I'll be on my Mac with actually I was going to show you, but I haven't got anything set up. So it'll be on a Mac running Homestead as the environment. So inside there I'll have MySQL, PHP 8.0. I don't think 8.1 is 8.1 actually out. We might do 8.1 if it's out. Actually, if we're using Laravel now, it'd be best to get the latest version. So we'll do 8.1, MySQL, Nginx in Homestead. I I'm trying to think if there's any other setup environments that we need or setup stuff. I use VS Code as my editor, so feel free to use whatever you want. Atom, PHP Storm, Eclipse, Notepad++ if you're on Windows. To be fair, I actually like that. I use Windows in my day job. I actually like Notepad++. Or whatever else you're using. Whatever your preference is. Anyway, the business model, just talking about that for a second, it's to do with recycling of IT equipment. Now, the reason this has come about is there's certain legislation that says to recycle IT hardware, you have to go through certain processes because of, in some cases, some computers before a certain year were built with chemicals that are harmful to the environment, shall we say. I don't know the full ins and outs, but essentially they have to be dealt with in a particular manner. And so there are companies out there that specialize in the destruction of IT hardware in a compliant manner. And this is the software app that we're going to be creating. There is a reason for it. It's something I am involved in, but I'm not going to divulge any specifics. So it's going to be very generalized, as was my last app, the printers one, if you followed that. So yeah, it's going to be very generalized, but it's still going to use the technologies that we've discussed. So I think that's it really. I'm going to be, some nice little tools that I'm using just to help me with the modeling of stuff on my iPad. No, that's not my iPad. There we go. So I have this app called Atarsa or something it's called. I think I showed you this last time. Where are we? Yeah, there we go. AstarPad. And you can set up different sort of environments for data modeling. And as you can see, you set up a class. Now with Laravel, you get the user class by default, so I've just stuck that in there. But to create new classes, you just click in. Let's say one of the classes is going to be company. We'll put the properties in later, but we now have a company class. Now a user doesn't have a direct relationship to a company, so I'll explain that when we get to that point in the modeling, so I won't draw lines. But if it did, this little tool here, you can just do these kinds of indicators just to help you with the visualization of the models. I love this. There's a freebie as well. You can buy like an upgraded one with extra bits, but I absolutely love this as a freebie. So we'll be using that as a tool as well. I can't think of anything else really. For some reason my here we go. No, still not great. I should have put my green screen up. Anyway, never mind. So yeah, that's it really. I wonder if that's why. Video capture. Yeah, it's not. I had the green screen filter up for when I use green screen. Sorry about that if that was distracting. Anyway, I've turned it off now. Okay, so yeah, that's it basically. That's it. So that's our introductory video. I'm going to try and do these daily and just make them like 15-minute hits. So whatever we can get done in 15 minutes of unedited, and then I'll just try and publish it that night or the following morning. Can't guarantee it'll be every day. I'll do my very best, but that's what I'm trying to aim for. Normally I do like an hour and a half and just submit it, but I'm going to try and do it as hits, in like 15-minute hits, a bit more consumable as well for people who are watching the videos. So yeah, thank you. If you are interested in this, please click the click the subscribe button, is it? If you want to watch more of them. The like button if you like this video, although there's probably not to like, so don't worry about that. So we'll get into more details into the data modeling and stuff like that in the following videos. And we're going to take the spiral approach, which is essentially, I'm not going to like plan out all of the data models first as best as I can and then work from that. We're kind of just going to look at we've got the user model. We might put one or two other models in there related to that, and then we'll start building up the code and kind of do it that way. Now, because it's GraphQL, we might do a lot of the back end first and just use the Laravel, what's it called? The GraphQL playground to test it. It's like just testing API endpoints with Postman or Insomnia. So we might do that first of all to get going before we even touch the interface, but we will get to it eventually in one of the future videos. So thank you for watching this video. We'll end it here. I will hopefully get this done every night, and if I don't publish it in the night, I'll publish it the following morning. And yeah, stay tuned, and hopefully this might be of interest to you. I hope to see you again soon. See you later.